one flex me a bad body. So it's another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to iBoxingHub. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, like, and share. I go by the name of Biyenge, featuring yours truly, Tre. What's good?
Cuz, you know what? I'm blessed. I'm cool. You know what? My weekend started off well. We obviously had the big win from Usyk. We're going to talk about that more. But, you know, my day didn't really start off well. Man United getting the loss. So we represent. We do what we do. And that's the good thing. We've got boxing. So, you know, we can do what we do. But before we get started, big up to the community. Big up to the whole family. And big up to our sponsors, D-Rock. Yes, people. So that's 40% off anything. So all you got to do is use the discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you get 40% off everything. So if you like the trackie, the top that I'm wearing, if you like what my cousin was wearing during the shadow boxing as well, just head over to the description. D-Rock, take advantage, people. And look, also we're trying to do big things here as well. And look, we've been shortlisted for the Sports Podcast Awards as well, you know, for the best combat sports podcast. So people, we're going to be finalists for 2025, sorry, man. So just vote for us. If you like the content, share it with your family members, but vote for us as well. Just let us know what we're doing well, and we'll continue to do what we do. But cuz, big up to you. Happy birthday, you know. It was your birthday this week, man. So this is just, you know, your special. So just wanted to just, you know, big up to you and big up to the whole family. But let's get down to business, because it's been a tremendous weekend. We saw Reignited. We saw Usyk versus Fury 2. But we're obviously going to talk about, you know, a few of your favorite moments from the card.
Yes. Johnny Fisher. Johnny Fisher, right? Johnny Fisher, was it too early for him, or was it just a bad day in the office?
Johnny Fisher. Look, from the images, you know, it was a tough night. We obviously saw that, you know, the decision. You could just see from Alan's face here, he's thinking, like, how have I lost this fight? And big up to Jabba. They did produce the, you know, stats for us, cuz, man. So landed, high impact, thrown, pressure, aggression. You know, it's been a good fight for Alan, man. And I expected him to be the winner in that fight. I think you expected, you know, the White Rhino to be a winner as well. So for me, maybe that fight come too early in terms of the experience, but he gained good experience. And I think the better fighter lost on the night. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, my prediction was Fisher will knock him out within 4 rounds. But after that, the fight just changed. The first few rounds, I was saying, yeah, Fisher's got this. But then when he got dropped, the fight changed. The fight, it literally changed because, you know, bear in mind, he sparred with Dave Allen before, so he knows, you know, how Dave Allen fights. But moving on forward, you know, should Fisher rematch Allen, or should he just move on to another opponent and maybe in the near future have a rematch?
Because you're asking one of the best questions there, and Eddie, he's the man that is probably looking at that fight and he's thinking, you know what, Johnny Fisher's got away with this one. I'm going to move him away from that rematch and I'm just gonna, keep building. And yeah, maybe it's just not that time, cuz man. Maybe it wasn't a good night in the office, but maybe it was Alan that just stepped up on the night. This is Riyadh season, he wants to put an impression. And look, he stepped up. Fisher didn't step up, not the time yet. And it ended up being a good fight, man. But I was just upset for Alan that he didn't get the victory. Because, cuz you can see in the stats here, man, like we don't like to look at these stats, but sometimes, man, you just have to look at what's happened in the fight. Obviously, the red represents, Fisher. The blue represents, Alan in this situation. And yeah, the aggression was with Fisher, but pressure, the high impact punches, landed the bigger shots as well, man. So for me, you got to go with Alan to win that fight. Ash is obviously saying evening to you, sis. I know you want to talk about the special. We're going to get to the special, but big up to you and big up to Aisha from Green Diamond Boxing as well. So make sure you're tuned in to her shows.
I think Fisher, this is the first time he went down in his professional fight. So I think he was concussed. I think he was just concussed and out of breath, had no energy left. But, he done what he needed to do. Don't get me wrong. Everyone agrees. I mean, the whole world, all the boxing fans, that should have been Alan's night. But then I get it. If Alan was to win, where does Fisher go?
It definitely got away with that one, man. So it was a good experience for Fisher. Bosch, he did what he could. And you can learn a lot from this fight, man. And maybe this is what you need. But maybe an L would have pushed him further in training. But look, I'm sure he's going to come back stronger next year. The Romford Bull. So, Eddie's going to put him in some tough fights for the next year. So let's see. Let's see what happens, man.
I believe they're running back. I think they're running back. I think Fisher is a fair man. And, I believe he wants to run it back. Correct the wrong. That person, that's what I think. Before he can move on to do anything else. Because at the moment, it seems like on paper, Alan is his toughest opponent that he's fought. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So it's like watching that fight. To me, it seems like the likes of Adelaide, Fraser,
Woodley,
Lorenzo Coley will probably beat Fisher. Just like what I saw yesterday.
No, definitely.
It could be a bad day in the office, but I just think because he got dropped, it's the first time it's happened. The same way that look when AJ fought Klitschko, when Klitschko dropped AJ, it took him a few rounds. It took him about 3 rounds just to get back to normal.
Yeah, no, definitely, cuz, man. And big up to Lucy, all the way from the States. Lucy's fats is always coming through with the fats. And look, she's saying here, Fisher's 25. He's a baby for the heavyweight. And look, he's got all the time in the world. And Aisha's obviously feeling sad for Alan. Look, it is football. Sorry, my mind is still. Man United just got beaten, people, man. So look, it's taken me a bit of time to,
All the scores.
But look, I think it's a moment that Alan should have, got the victory. And Mr. Styles 619, all the way from Canada. Big up to you, my brother. He's obviously tuned in. Cuz.
Yes.
We got to speak about, the next one, cuz.
Well, listen, Moses, he did what he needed to do. And I said to you, remember I said in the previous part, I said, is McKean, is he a tough, is he going to be a tough challenge for Moses? I remember I said the last one, I said, look, it's going to be an easy fight for Moses. I get it, don't get me wrong. He's only 19. I'm not saying I'll throw him in there with, I don't know, Parker or Joe Joyce or anything, but he fought somebody who lost at their last fight, who fought who did he lose to? Was it to Herkovic, right?
Yeah, Herkovic, yeah, exactly that.
And the last time he fought was, oh my gosh, it was a year ago. Yeah, it's when they had they had the Riyadh season. It was in December when AJ fought Otto Wallen, and I think it was in that undercard. So again, back to my point, he fought someone who's been inactive for a year.
Yeah, exactly. No, you did say it, cuz man. You did say, and everyone here, Lucy's obviously saying she's not surprised. Aisha's celebrating Moses as well. She met him at a presser, I believe, man. So big up to Aisha for doing some good work. And he lost to Hergovich last August as well. So inactivity. Did we see enough? We saw that the kid's special, but we obviously gonna see him in more difficult fights. Potentially, they're saying Adelaide is. Do you think Cuz is ready for that level?
Do you know what? That'll be a good fight. That will show you, where he's at. Really, yeah. Him fight Adelaide, it'll be a good fight. But again, I don't know. Adelaide might. Well, Adelaide. It depends, because Adelaide could vacate his English title, go on a different route, or he could fight Solomon again. But that will be a good fight, because I would want to see where he's at. Oh, do you know what? Throw him in with Lawrence Okoli.
You're saying Lawrence Okoli, the sauce.
Yes, the sauce.
Big sauce, That's a wife for that, man, to be fair, man. But all I'm gonna say is, let's see what happens, man. There's still fights. There's still heavyweights that's still in the mix. Some that's on their way out. Some. Why are you laughing? Cuz what? Who do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. Well, listen. Let's just go straight in. Let's dive in. I want to know your thoughts on the fight. How did you score it? And did the right man win?
Cuz, man, you're asking me the $1 million question, man. Undisputed, cuz. Remember, he did it first, He became undisputed, man. But one thing we got to give Usyk respect for, man, is he's a true warrior, And, these pictures that I'm putting up are a representation of what he represents. And look, one of the titles that we need to educate people on was the 50th anniversary for Rumble in the Jungle. Because where Rumble in the Jungle happened. It happened in our country, Congo. And look, we're showing also the Ring magazine, book, or the magazine that was the actual print for the year, Rumble in the Jungle happened as well, man. So I just kind of wanted to educate people on the representation. And cuz I did say it as well, who won that fight? Rumble in the Jungle.
Everyone knows who won that fight.
I just want to ask you that, because Muhammad Ali won it.
Who
was born on the same day as Muhammad Ali?
Alexander Usyk.
I think, honestly, because it was just destiny for this man to, have greatness, because, the things that he's been able to achieve up to this point, he can retire now, cuz. I'm not even going to lie to you. He can retire now. And, look, everyone's just getting involved. The belt was beautiful. Yep, it represents, greatness. Ali, we're talking about Boatsi, Moses, yeah, this is mad, man. But nah, cuz my thinking about the fight is the right man won. It was a tougher fight for this one. Don't get me wrong. Tyson Fury brought the heat to this fight. It was a difficult fight, but for me, the right man won, and Usyk did enough in the more important rounds to win the fight. But that's no discrediting what Fury's done up to this point as well. So I wouldn't want him as a fighter to think 2 losses from the same person. He's still a great fighter, but on this occasion I think we're looking at one of the best heavyweights of our era, man. And look, he needs to be with Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. He needs to be named with one of these, man, because of what he's been able to achieve in the sport. So I kind of just wanted to educate the people on the similarities he has with Ali, They're both people's champions. And look, he fights for Ukraine, man. So big up to Usyk, man. It's just a humble warrior, man. You gotta love what he represents and what he does, man. And the music, also, his entrance song is very powerful, man, because that's him fighting for his people as well. It's the representation of the tribe and everything that it represents. So people just have a look at the translation as well and that as well, man. But cuz I want to get your thoughts, man. I want to get your thoughts, neutral on this one.
Yeah, so with this fight, I thought that Fury was the aggressor. He fought way better than the first fight. His punches that he threw were clear and landed. Me personally, I had Fury winning in the first half, but then towards the end, I probably had it tight. I would have probably would have given it a draw, if I'm honest. That's me, how I scored it. No shame, like, look, he lost to the better man. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, you know, also Usyk. He's done it all. You know, he's done what he needed to do. It was a tough one, but however, again, I don't really agree with the judges' scorecard. That's just me being honest, man. Come on, they're basically saying what Fury only won 4 rounds. Nah, man, I totally disagree. And that AI, yeah, throw it in the bin, man.
It is, cuz I know we can argue about the scorecards. It's subjective because you saw AJ doing his live scores. It was different. That was, you know what I mean? You had a different subjective one. I had a different one. I'm sure Lucy did. I'm sure Aisha did. I'm sure everyone in the chat had something different. But overall, cuz I think we can all agree the right man won the fight. So, you know, this whole narrative of robbery and all of that stuff, please, people, let's not get into that, man, because I don't want this win that Usyk's done to be dented, you know, just through subjective score lines. I think the better man did win. Respect to both fighters, man, because they gave us 2 wars. They gave us 2 wars this year, cuz both of them were paid handsomely as well. So I think the only person we have to, you know, thank in this situation, man, is, you know, His Excellency for putting together Riyadh season for us, man, because he did deliver, you know, undisputed, and he delivered the rematch, man. So credit.
Do you know what? Yeah, in terms of robbery, I'm not too sure are people shouting robbery. That's probably Tyson Fury's fan.
Did see on Sky Sports, to be fair. I did see something on Sky Sports, you know, robbery is the most overused word in boxing. I agree. Look, same fighting style. Yep, I 100% agree with what Mr. Styles 619 saying, cuz, man, I think at the end of the day, let's give respect to you know, Emperor Usyk. He's conquered England. Let's just say that, man. He's fought everyone. He's won the Olympics gold. You know, he's obviously cleared out the cruiserweight division, picked up all the belts. Then he's come up to heavyweight, fought Derek Chisora. You know, he's fought AJ twice. He's fought Fury twice. You know, he's done the job, cuz, man. Dubois, he's also beaten the current champion as well. Cuz there's nothing left this man needs to do, man. Because if you were Usyk's manager right now, what are you saying to Usyk right now, man?
Honestly, after that disrespect, I would say he has to fight Dubois. He'll probably end it within like 4 or 5 rounds. Because come on, man, the guy just won the fight. Yeah, you can't just go in the ring and tell him, "Oh, I want my revenge." You know, I want from last fight. Come on, that was just so stupid. I know. But the thing is, like, I think he probably thought like this is gonna be a wow moment where the fans can be like, "Yeah, raw." The fans didn't care, man. They just thought, "What?" And the thing is, Usyk understood him as well, thinking, "Bro, like, come on, we already saw what AJ done." Do you know what I mean? That was different, but. You know, it's just it was ridiculous. But I don't know. Just for that comment there, I think Parker might beat him.
Ooh, you're going for Joseph Parker.
But then again, I don't know, because again, it comes down to activity. Parker last fought Zhang in March. So it's what? So yeah, Parker last fought in March. So Parker's fighting Daniel Dubois in February. That's going to be what, 11 months.
Yep.
I mean, and that's just that's what irritates me. It's like he's fighting a former champion, yes, who's been inactive.
Yep. But he's been on the rise though, man. So for me,
he has done it more.
It's going to be a difficult fight for Dubois. So for me, it wasn't the right time for Dubois to go up there and do that. I just think that he's got a more important fight that he needs to think about. You know, he's involved in one of the best cards. You know, that's going to be a massive treat for, you know, fans. Big up to Turkey Alan Sheikh, man, because he's just delivering, you know, these great cards, man. So he needs to focus on that. I think he should have stayed at home, in my opinion. I know it was just a whole occasion and stuff like that. Focus in camp. You got this big fight. This is a big card, cuz. And you can't overlook Joseph Parker, because I'm sure Joseph Parker wants to become champion again, man. He's hungry. Remember, he's been champion. You know, when you've tasted winning something, you've got that urge that you want it back as well. So I'm sure he's hungry and he's bounced back well, man. So should be a good fight. Big up to Eric as well. He obviously came over to London, you know, for 505's watch party, man. But Eric, big up to you. I know you're going to be launching your show next week, so people, make sure you're tuned into what we're doing here. So it's going to be, look, I'm going for Parker too. Aisha is actually going for Parker, man. So I think Zhang should fight the winner. Yep, I think so as well. Let's put the Big Bang Zhang, you know, in the mix. Oh, man.
Here's a question I think I asked you. Is it safe to say Usyk is the face of boxing? Don't get me wrong. Canelo, obviously, look, Canelo, let's not think about the commercial side. Obviously, Canelo, he's a megastar, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking about purely boxing and the achievements and what they've done. Would you say Usyk is the face of boxing? And also, where would you guys class him? Where would you, what number on the pound for pound list would you place Usyk?
Look, right here, Lucy's actually brought up one good comment, man. This is why she comes through the facts. He has one of the best records in the history of the sport. And for me, there's too many similarities as well, cuz, man. When you think about Usyk and Muhammad Ali, man, in terms of both being gold medalists, you know, but Usyk has conquered divisions. He's done the undisputed twice across 2 weight classes, and arguably in the hardest weight class in the heavyweight, man. Think about it, cuz once you go past the limit in the heavyweight division, you could be fighting someone that's, you know, a lot of very heavy. And you saw the difference between Fury and Usyk. Remember, Usyk's like a big cruiserweight, and he's fighting a big heavyweight. If we want to go by the sort of the frames of both fighters, man. So for me, if you want to talk about the face of boxing in terms of achievements in the sport, you know, you can argue Usyk or you can argue Terence Crawford. And why I like Usyk is because he kind of throws that over. No, you know, Crawford is my number one, and I'm sure Crawford will swing that over to Usyk as well. Not, you know, or he says it himself, man. But for me, Usyk, man, I respect the man because he truly is, in my eyes, the people's champion, man. And it's just fitting that, you know, he was able to add this belt to his collection of, you know, what he's won that has the, I would say, the connection to Muhammad Ali, which is the Muhammad Ali trophy that he won in the Super 6 as well, which is coincidentally called the Muhammad Ali trophy. So I just think it was just destined for greatness, and we have to just, you know, sit back and appreciate this, because once he's leaving the sport, are we going to have another legend like Usyk? That's the question that I want to kind of put to the people. Look, Lucy's saying Usyk, Crawford, and Nue in some order. Ooh, generally everyone's 1 and 3. I think this is. What do you think, Cosman? Lucy's answering one of your questions.
Yeah, no. With what you said, I agree. What Lucy said, yeah, 100%, 100%. So where does this leave Fury then? Because look, at the end of the day, he's done it all. You know, he beat the man, Klitschko. He was out of boxing for what, 2-3 years. He come back and he went to Wilder's backyard, beat him twice. Do you know what I mean? And come and defended the belts a few times. Obviously, you know, lost to Usyk twice, but where does that leave him? Are we gonna get the AJ and Fury clash? Is that the best of Brits? And then that's it, farewell? Or are we gonna get more?
Honestly, cuz, and I'll be 100% real with you. I've said it throughout the pod, throughout our series of boxing roundups that we've done, you know, throughout the year. It's been a great year. But I've said it because I think this fight would have happened regardless of the result. I thought Usyk was always going to win this fight. But that Fury versus AJ fight, that's the perfect farewell for both fighters, man. I'm not saying, you know, as a fan, oh, this fighter should retire at this time, but to fight in the high, you know, the highest of highs, big fight. Both fighters are going to be paid handsomely because, you know, Turkey's going to be involved. Riyadh season. I would say, if I was to promote this fight, I would name it Wembley Edition Part 2, Riyadh season special, Fury versus AJ, the final countdown.
How do you see that one going? Because just watching Fury's performance yesterday, just with that performance yesterday, I think that performance beats AJ. However, if he trades with AJ, remember AJ hits harder than Usyk. AJ can land and drop Fury. And I know people say, yeah, but he got up from Wilder, but this was what, 5 years ago when he fought Wilder. Do you know what I mean? You know, I think the trilogy's just done both of them, if we're honest. Do you know what I mean? They're not the same anymore. So it'll be an interesting fight, man. At this present moment, Fury vs AJ, for me, I think it's a 50-50 fight. Before I used to say, oh, yeah, you know, AJ will whack up Fury, the Fury in the same. It's not the same Fury when Fury fought Klitschko. But watching them two now, and the levels that they're at, I think it's a 50-50. It's definitely a 50-50 fight. And that's a fight, I believe, many years ago, it would have been a bigger fight, in my eyes, because, you know, they were both undefeated and they were both champions at that stage. You know what I mean? They could have unified, but obviously, whatever. But I still think it's going to be a big fight. Something tells me if they agree to fight each other, we might see it twice, one in Wembley and then one in Saudi, depending on the result on the first fight.
Because that's how I know you used to watch WWE, man. Like you're thinking in terms of the storyline. I think that makes sense. You know, do the Wembley edition part 2, and then take the second fight to Riyadh. So you're doing it all in 1 year. So I could definitely see that happening. So Turkey, you know, His Excellency, if you're watching, do 2 parts to that. One in England, one in Riyadh, and I think that special will be great.
Because at this moment, I don't think AJ should even bother entertaining Triple D.
AJ.
For me, it just doesn't make sense, because if Fury's there and Fury's the money fight, and them two together will generate serious money, they might as well just fight each other. And I don't know if AJ wants to continue after he fought Fury. If he wants to fight the likes of, you know, Triple D, then he can. But I personally think for the fights that I would like to see AJ in, I've said it already so many times, Fury and Wilder.
Yeah, we need to see it, man. We need to see that fight. And you know what, cuz? Because I'm in this situation going to be bad cop, man. I would want to see Wilder versus AJ in America. Take it back to America. Stop this comfort zone thing now. Go to America. Let's do that fight in America, man. You know, if that fight's not going to happen in Riyadh, do it in America, man. Just So, AJ has an opportunity just to prove, he can win in the States, man. I think that will be something that will be good. But people get involved. It's not just my thoughts, man. I want to kind of see what everyone's saying. Aisha's going for AJ. I'm guessing she's going for AJ for Fury versus AJ. And Lucy, Lucy's got her thoughts. Me, Trey, Biyenge, Rico, Team Survivor Series. Yeah, absolutely would love that, bro. No, big up to you. And to be fair to Lucy, I'm just saying whenever Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought, yeah, man, just legends, man. Nothing wrong with that. We all have our favorites. I'm not gonna lie. You guys got your favorites, and everybody knows my favorite was Usyk, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. And he delivered. And cuz I'm just excited for what 2025 brings. And because big up to you as well, man. We've kept up with the consistency of the roundups, just for the people. And yeah, just wanted just to say thank you on your end for always delivering a tremendous job, man, so that we're able to, deliver what we do.
Man, thank you, man. I'm very Phil. But no,
Very Phil.
It's been good. Obviously we love boxing. All we do is talk about boxing pretty much every day on the WhatsApps. But now, I believe it's now end of an era in the heavyweight division, because obviously Usyk's conquered it. So, like I said, let's just see Fury, AJ, and then, let's see where we go from there. But for Usyk, he's the current champion. It's on his terms what he wants to do next. Does he want to, keep the belts, let go of the belts? I don't know. It's up to a minute. So we'll have to see.
Usyk is the greatest and most underrated heavyweight fighter, period. Ooh. Lucy's also reminding us Cat Rule versus Barboza. 15th. Lucy, thank you so much. That's why we appreciate doing these shows, because, we like to get you guys involved, have the platform to just have you guys say what you need to say about the sport. And people, if you love what we're doing, head over to the description. Make sure you vote for us. We're finalists for 2025, best combat sports podcast, winners. We could potentially do something great here. And because we're competing against Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora, these are people that are credible in it. Sky Sports, IFL, I could name everyone that's involved in this, man. But people, thank you so much once again. Just want to remind people as well, we've got the awards next week. This is obviously going to be a special, and we're going to have our votes on different categories, and it's going to be hosted by Trill Dollar Bill all the way from the States, man. So that's going to be an exciting one. So people, if you're involved, make sure you get involved. Aisha's confirming, vote for us, hit the like button on our shows. People, we've got different it's like going to a restaurant. You got a menu. We've got different shows on that menu, man. Monday you got a bit of Green Diamond Boxing. Tuesday you got a bit of Stay Weighed In, but then you also got a bit of Cross the Way. Wednesdays you got the Roundup. We're also gonna have a new show which is gonna be done by Eric. So big up to Eric, big up to Rico as well. They've both been doing tremendous jobs. So people, head over to the specials as well. They obviously did the interview with Jamie TKV. Aisha's also done some interviews on the channel. So people, we're delivering everything for you guys, man. So, cuz, I just want to hand it over to you. And just remind people as well, Usyk, one of the greatest of our era, man. So big up to Usyk, man.
Yeah, man. I'm very Phil. Very, very Phil. No, look, well done, Usyk. He is the best in our generation. Yeah, like I said, let's make that fight happen. Fury, come on, you have your break. Summertime, I want to see Fury AJ at Wembley. I also want to see on the undercard Dylan White and Wilder or Bukoli. And I also like to see on the undercard Buatsi and Anthony Yard. Just throwing it out there. You know, I want to see a big card. I want to see an electrifying card. But guys, look, thank you for tuning in. Keep supporting. You know, we love you all. We're growing as a channel. We've got many more things to come. Have a lovely, productive week. And we shall see you again on Wednesday. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I thought my card with a sweet one place. Someone flex me a bag by the